Hey, this is Danielle. Welcome to the Simpler Options free video. So tonight I'm going to be talking about a couple different names on my Millennials list. The Millennials list is the list of stocks that I think are going to benefit from the changes in the ways that the varying generations spend money. So a couple of these you can see have been pulling back. PayPal, Etsy, Fresh Pets, Chegg, especially Live Nation, Roku, Square, Match. And a couple of them have honestly remained really strong. So, Ross, TJ Maxx, Starbucks, Lulu, Plant, these have been some of my favorites, but they didn't pull back today. So what I'm looking for is a entry on a pullback. So that's a 78-minute chart showing me that we're pulling back a bit. And then what I want is an entry on a lower time frame. So I like to see that strength coming through. Switching from red to yellow to green, and you can see that in Etsy, you can see it in Live Nation, in Roku. So let's go ahead and look at the charts. First of all, Etsy, this is one that, we trade it all the time. I also own stock in this one, and it did get sold a little bit today, but the best part about that is came down directly to the 34 EMA with a wick. You had buyers coming in and it closed up above the 8 EMA. So while it still has the squeeze, yes, we got a sell signal because it was down quite a bit at one point. But for me, this action right here, the hold at the 34 and the wick is very indicative of some strong buying, and we have earnings on the 7th. If you look at the lower time frames, you can start to see that the 15-minute especially has triggered to the upside into the end of the day. So I know Henry already started a couple positions on this one, and I have a piece of it as well. Got it up a little bit higher, so I'm slightly down, but this provides a perfect opportunity to add some more. So I'm looking for an ad on Etsy. I like these in the 43 days till expiration series, the May series. We have the Delta 65s and the Delta 60s as well that I think are in a great spot to add. Two of my other favorites on this list are going to be Fresh Pets and Chegg. So looking at Chegg, I think it had a really nice pullback, especially the problem with it is that we don't really have a squeeze. I would prefer the squeeze, but I would want to watch for this to hold the 50 period simple. So on this pullback, for something that isn't that liquid, I mean, it is not super liquid and isn't as well known, I don't really like to buy long options. I would prefer to just buy the stock here on this pullback. And then for Live Nation, I think that buying stock on this pullback as well. I mean, this one has just been on fire. We have 195-minute squeezes fired to the upside, and we had a pretty nice pullback decision today. So you pulled back to the 21 EMA, got a nice wick on it. With earnings upcoming, all of that looks pretty good. And like I said, I mean, I really like all of these for nice stock picks. Roku as well. I mean, whenever you have a wick like that, it's just pretty indicative of strong buyers coming in. So I also like Roku for a run into earnings. So to conclude, I'm always going to favor the one that has the squeeze just because I like those explosive movements. But looking at this list, I mean, the pullbacks that we've seen in several of these names, I think are pretty good opportunities to come in and add to your stock portfolio. Let me check one more on PayPal. Very nice wick on that. That one just does not want to come down whatsoever. That one's a little bit too extended for me, but I love the stock. Very positive action today. So let's go ahead and stick with the others. Etsy for an options trade and the others for stock. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great rest of your day.